Hey gang, Kevin here, Life22, and as most of you know, um, I've been very busy. Yeah, so for the last month, I know we haven't had a lot of videos. The last video, I believe, was the March for Values, last month's life theme. Um, so I'd like to apologize about that. We did have an announcement video a couple months ago that I was running for county legislator, so that's um, kind of been hitting a lot of my free time. So, just I guess a quick personal update, I guess, before we proceed with this month's life theme is I spent the last month getting 335, 40 some odd petition signatures, for the most part, with the help of, I want to say, one friend in particular. A couple friends offered and then never produced any signatures, but for the most part, I put in almost 300 and some odd signatures by myself, and then a friend came in with like 35. So it was one of those things, like, you gotta, and then jumping through all the hoops and all the other stuff, and then a lot of you guys follow us on Facebook as well, or I have a pretty public account. So me and the missus went to Colorado for my sister's engagement party, and it's I proposed to June, and so that's big news for the channel, right? Yeah, like, we did a whole seminar on reviewing Jordan Peterson's marriage, and I got siblings getting married this year, and it's one of those things. You just after over 10 years of me and her being together, it was one of those things. It just it's the right thing to do. And also, after 10 years of being together and not having like one single vacation without children, it was nice to get away. And so trying to plan that was like a 2-month planning trip, right? 4 kids, trying to plan who's going to watch them, who's going to take them here, who's going to take them there, like support of friends and family and all that other stuff. And then actually being able to go, and then also adding on that deadline, like, because I already told June, I was like, we're going to go to Colorado, and I am going to be miserable if, like, I need this many signatures, I want to have this many signatures, and if I'm like barely at that line, I got to come home and get 40 more signatures, I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to be stressing out the whole time, like, yada yada. So it was one of those things, like, I came back and then I found out that 2 other people didn't even get any signatures, and it was like, that was super stressful, and we got it all done, but it was just that was an entire month, right? Like, but that's 300 doors that I knocked on. Well, it was probably 400 doors that I knocked on. 500 doors, spoke to 350 people to get 300 signatures, right? Because a lot of times you get somebody, oh, my spouse isn't home. Well, let me still tell you about myself. You know what I mean? Oh, I heard about this about you on the news. I saw this on YouTube. And you got to defend everything, or at least justify it. And and sometimes just people wanting to hear your justification is all the evidence they need that, like, you're a normal human being, and we don't all get along either. So, but that was 300 people that got to personally see me. So for all of you out there in YouTube land, where we potentially could get to beyond that number by tenfold, it is what it is. And then also, I forgot to mention, it's been a while, and my birthday comes up soon. It's coming up in a week, just a little less than a week. Oh, almost exactly a week. So, but it's been a while, and I'm probably going to take a hiatus, probably a few days after my birthday, to do my month without drinking, which will be good because I have a jiu-jitsu tournament on the 22nd. So there's going to be a ton of content from that. Today's episode is brought to you by Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony. So one of these days, I am going to probably not start my own, but I'll end up buying Tony's, like, beer distributor off of him, and we're just going to change the name of it to Uncle Tony's, because it's just a really cool name. But if you don't know Tony, he's down in Allegheny. Go pick up a set of these Ranch Waters. They seem to be okay. I wasn't sure I was going to like the jalapeno hard seltzer by Ranch Water, but it's all right. It's okay. Just a bit like, just weird. It feels like you're about to get heartburn. So, that one is. The other ones are okay. Because that's all you can ever say about seltzer, right? It's like, it's okay. Like, oh, what flavor is that? I don't know. It's seltzer. Like, I think somebody says this one's lime. This one's fart flavor. Like, you don't know. Like, this one, because it's giving you heartburn, like, you just, it's jalapeno. So I guess these ones are made with 100% agave nectar, natural lime juice, and then after each one of them they add like some special flavor. So, but that said, I'd like to check in with each and every one of you and find out how your March for Values went last month. So I marched for values. You can find out about mine. And write in, don't forget to comment below and tell us how your March for Values went. But my March for Values went great because I was able to go door to door and talk to over 300 people about my values, what I stand for. And you'd be surprised, like, most people are kind of like shy and standoffish, and there's a lot of people that will hold you at their door until you answer their questions. And it's like an interrogation sometimes. And you gotta be quick on your feet. Like, because even though you have the answers, if you're slow to it, they think you're lying, right? So you have to be, like, ready to give them an answer. You can't have stutters in it. You can't do that. You know what I mean? So, like, I held strong to my values. Some people would criticize. I would not retaliate, but, like, come back with, with my rebuttal. And it was good. I stood for my values this past month. And so now, we're going to steal a month from the previous month, or previous year's April, which is Active April. Active April. It's a good month to be active. And I know here in Western New York, the weather just broke. Like, we've had this weird winter. Like, normally it's like -12 from, like, Halloween to, my birthday. In the middle of April, and we'll still get snow in July, right? Like, it's just a miserably cold environment some years, and other years, like this year, it was like winter just wanted to be at like 32 degrees all year on average. Like, that's what it was. It was like, it's gonna be 32. And we had a couple, like, 60-degree days in January. Like, it was just nuts. And then, like, all of a sudden, but then it's like, it was freezing cold, and we're getting windstorms, and, like, and then it just turns to freezing rain, and it's just, like, little bullets flying through the air, like, killing people outside, because it's just, the weather doesn't know what it's doing. So, the weather just broke. April is a perfect month to just be active. So, Active April. Just go out there. It's like Fit February. Except I don't want you to be a lazy bum. Like, I want you to be active. Like, you go for a walk. Like, being fit, you could just, like, do a kettlebell workout in your living room. And you don't have to talk to nobody. Like, at least if you're active, you're outside. You're doing stuff. You're absorbing the sunshine and tons of vitamin D. People are tremendously low in vitamin D. So get out there, get some sunshine. Soak up them rays. And, you'll probably pass other people enjoying Active April, because I know that, like, when I start dishing out life themes for the month, that people all over the globe are tuning in. And that's what we're shooting for, right? So you might run into your neighbor, be like, oh, my neighbor's outside. Don't even ask them. You don't have to. You say hi, but you don't have to ask them why they're out. They're out because Kevin told them it's Active April, and they want to go out and be active this April. Like, that's what it is. You don't even have to question it. That's what it is. So, just go outside, be active, be awesome, enjoy the sunshine, and, be good times this year. Active April. So, we will see you guys next time on Life22, and it might be sooner than you think. I don't like name dropping on the show, but we had a certain local criminal-esque celebrity get released from jail. Not the one that everyone complained at the Common Council about, but our most politically famous one. And he had written me a letter like a month ago, or during the month of March, I received it, and I didn't really have time to read it on the show, so it's sitting here, and I'm going to be reading it here shortly, and not tonight, but tomorrow, maybe over the weekend, and we'll be doing that, and then we'll get to I don't know, just keep up with the local stuff, right? And I'm sure I'm gonna have a couple rant videos. I had a couple lined up. Just very tired last couple days, so I didn't want to. I at least wanted to give you guys your active April. I didn't want to try to jam in a whole bunch of them tonight, and trying to pull some punches. So be an adult. But we'll catch you guys next time. Life22. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and continue to send that hate mail. We love it so much. We love it. And one of these days, they're going to put my beautiful picture, my beautiful mug on one of these things. Thanks, Uncle Tony. See you guys next time. Life22.